about with who is John Galt. I'd like to say, who are we to question the need for a central bank? Some would say, that's un-American. Some would say, that's ill-advised. Some would say, that's extreme. Well, if they do, I would ask, what do you say to Thomas Jefferson, who opposed the first central bank? What do you say to James Madison, who opposed the first central bank? Or what do you say to Andrew Jackson, who opposed the second bank and killed the second bank? Andrew Jackson famously said, I do not believe that the national debt is a national necessity or a national blessing, but rather a curse upon the republic, inasmuch as it is calculated to raise around the administration a moneyed aristocracy dangerous to liberty. Andrew Jackson understood that the Federal Reserve is equivalent to having a national debt. They're two parts of the same question. You can't have a large national debt without having a Federal Reserve. If you want to get rid of the Federal Reserve, you have to believe in making the deficit smaller. We would have to have a vastly smaller national debt, and that's why many of us would like to get rid of the Federal Reserve. I don't oppose the Federal Reserve because it is secretive, though it is. I don't oppose the Federal Reserve because it lacks congressional restraint, although it does. I don't oppose the Federal Reserve because it's a private cartel, though it is. I oppose the Federal Reserve primarily because it wreaks havoc on the economy. We need to understand, and this is the most important probably question of the last 30 or 40 years, what caused the panic of 2008? Was it capitalism or was it the Federal Reserve? Most economists have decided and would agree that price controls are bad. All you have to do is look at the Soviet Union and see what happens when you try to fix the price of bread. They had no bread or they had too much bread. They had food lines and they had rationing. But if you ask economists, should we have a Federal Reserve, most of them still don't get it. But what is happening and what is the price of money? Interest rates are basically the price of money. So it's the same as setting the price of bread. When you set the price of money, you inevitably will make bad decisions. And that's what happened over the period of